Hi, welcome to AC Flora High School in Forest Acres, South Carolina, right across the creek from Columbia, South Carolina. This is St. John's of Maryland against AC Flora. This is the game between the second place teams in the group play. I'm going to mute myself because there's Jimmy Buffett playing here, and YouTube live streams don't like Jimmy Buffett. But we'll get going soon, and it's supposed to be a 11:30 start. But thank you to the City of Forest Acres for sponsoring the Forest Acres Classic, as they do every year. I'll be back in just a little bit. All right.
Let's play ball.
Welcome again to AC Flora High School in Forest Acres, home of the Forest Acres Classic. Thanks to the city of Forest Acres for sponsoring the Forest Acres Classic as they do every year. I'm not going to leave Taylor Swift on. I'll be back in a minute. All right, we are back.
For the Vikings, number 19, David Chandler.
All right, so David Chandler for St. John's. Alex is here.
I am. I arrived just in time to watch our boys go at it.
I might need to turn up your volume. Hold on a second.
You're on.
Actually, say something.
Hello, my name's Alex.
Yeah, it's really low. Hold on, I'll turn it up for a second.
Swiping foul.
All right, that should be better.
All right. Oh, I can hear myself now. Here we go. So David Chandler going to lead it off here for the Vikings. And a shot up the middle. Hard hit over to short. Rose going to bring him off the bag at first. And infield hit for David Chandler.
Now batting for St. John's, number 3, Josh Skoransky.
Go 3.
Josh Skoransky?
Go 3.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And so Hank Collins on the mound for AC Flora.
I did hear that. I guess Grant's not pitching today?
No, and it's because pitch counts and
That's what I
days
thought.
and stuff.
Hit over to short. Good cutoff and firing it to first. First out. Chandler will move to second. Nice play there by... Who's at short today for us, actually? Is it
Cruz at short.
Cruz at short.
Up next, number 13, Zach Dotson.
I was trying to remember who everyone was coming in. It's number 13, I think it is, for the Vikings today at the plate. First pitch over by Hank, and they're hitting him early, but it's right at Zach, and he'll fire over to first for the second out. They're not giving Hank much time to settle in here. It doesn't really matter, though.
Up next, number 5, Bronson Taylor.
So, cleanup hitter, Bronson Taylor. He's going to step in. The lefty for the Vikings. You got Chandler at second. 4 pitches into this one. Hank has gotten 2 outs. 5th pitch going to be in there for a strike. Catching that outer part of the zone with a fastball. So Taylor, a senior here for St. John's. And right now that edge of the strike zone doing wonders for Hank. Quickly ahead 0-2. Haven't called a day game in a minute. It feels phenomenal out here today.
Yeah. It's cooler than it was yesterday.
It is.
Although it's earlier too.
I'd say it is only 11:30. I'm curious to see how it comes up. Taylor fighting off a curveball, just staying in the at-bat. So Taylor behind 0-2 here against Hank. Hank's going to step off and look Chandler back at second. And a ball that does not find that outside part of the plate. He's been working that against Taylor here, but unable to find it. So count now moves to 1-2 with 2 outs here, top of the first inning. One-two pitch coming in. Outside, change up just missing. So count goes even at 2s apiece. Looks like they're calling Bronson Mago in the dugout. Probably a reference to El Mago for Javi Baez. The 2-2 pitch is going to be fouled into the backstop. Looks like on deck is the catcher, Ben Floyd. He's got his shin pads on, waiting to see how this at-bat from Bronson ends. And Hank steps off and will not give any attempt over to David at second, but looking him back, making sure he stays there. Also, with the lefty bent in the box, it will make Tyler's throw much easier down to third if Ben decides to go from, or David decides to go from second. But Hank will fire home, 2-2, and that ball's going to go foul down the first base line. So Bronson fighting off much of what Hank's given at him. We'll see what Hank tries to do to respond. Just trying to put this ball in play to one of the infielders. Hank gonna work out of the stretch, comes and sets. He'll fire the 2-2, and that ball's gonna be lined into center field on a rope. Evans gonna take it in, but David from second will come home and score the first run of the game. It's an RBI single for Bronson Taylor in a 2-out hit.
Now batting number 4, Ben Flood.
Excuse me, not Ben Floyd, Ben Flood. It's going to be up for the Vikings here, the early portion of this one. See there, Tyler going to give a quick words of wisdom to Hank. See now Flood's going to step into the box, and they're going to play him like a pull hitter. Moving Coop at second, a little up the middle, and pushing Carew back at short into the gap. So Bronson goes to first. First pitch in there to Ben is going to be a strike. Give Bronson credit. He worked an 8-pitch at-bat to get that base knock for a single in the last at-bat. Hank was at 4 pitches, and now he's about to throw his 14th. And that ball's going to be lifted over to right field, and that's going to drop between Charlie and Cooper for a base hit. After Hank was able to get 2 quick outs and 2 ground outs. They have found the right center gap over there.
Now batting number 24, E.J. Lowry.
So E.J. Lowry, he's going to step in to the right side of the dish, or the right-handed batter's box side of the dish. We'll see a courtesy runner here for St. John's go into the game. That's Shane Meyer.
Courtesy runner on first base for St. John's, number 1, Shane Meyer.
Meyer, the sophomore for St. John's. Is now that first pitch to Lowry's going to be back into the net. So Hank, again, quickly, he got 2 quick outs here in the inning, and now he's racked up 2 base runners and a run already in. Ball low in the dirt. Tyler comes up looking to fire, but keeps the trigger in his hand. So here comes the 1-1 from Hank. Firing home, and Tyler does a phenomenal job of keeping that one in front of him. That will keep both runners at first and second. So Hank's going to step off and kind of reset a little bit. And now, when the defense reset, it looks like we're going to play EJ a little to the pool in the outfield and the infield as well. We'll see if the scouting report will pay off here. So the 2-1's going to come in. It's going to be lined up into center, which will be in a gap now. That's going to drop. 2 runs are going to come in and score for the Vikings. Or we're going to try for 2. We're not going to make the throw home. Now we are. And 2-run double for E.J. Lowry.
Now batting number 9, Brandon Pershing.
So now Brandon Pershing, 7th hitter of the inning, will step into the box for the Vikings. Hank will deal and just miss that low, it seems. Maybe a tad outside, but either way, did not find that part of the zone. And that one will find it. Looked to be low, but finding the knees of Brennan, giving him a strike.
Yeah, so Hank pitches most of his innings out of the bullpen.
Yeah.
He's like middle reliever. But Rob Harrington would normally be the pitcher today, but he has a cut on his finger.
Yeah, that'll do it, unfortunately. You don't think that's going to matter in most other sports over for a pitcher. It really sucks. So Brendan fouling that one off. Now is behind in the count 0-2. Vikings have already plated 3 across in this inning. 4 is at second. And he fouls one off again, staying alive in this at-bat. So Pershing, the 7-hole hitter, looking to try to add on to this Viking lead early. 1-2 pitch coming in and got him swinging, strike 3. Third pitch strike was dropped, thrown on the first in time. And that's Hank's first strikeout, but St. John's tacks on 3 in the first inning. We'll see how our Falcons respond. We're going to head to the bottom of the first.
All right.
And we're back. So after playing 3 across in the top half of the inning, AC Flora is going to come to bat, looking to try to rebound. You know, it's got to be hard for Flora after kind of just letting that one get away from yesterday, having to come back here and play an 11:30 start time. We went till around 11 o'clock last night, too, so it's a really quick turnaround for our boys.
Yeah. Yeah, normally we would have been the 3rd game today, even with the loss last night. But Hammond plays at the end of the day because they gotta play school first.
Yeah, school's not that important. But so championship games next, I guess.
Never let school get in your way of your baseball. Yeah, so championship game will be next.
Gotcha. So Sneed, who is becoming the favorite person on this team to draw walks, is now ahead of the count 3-0. He has 7 of this tournament. Looking for number 8, but not before McCaffrey finds a strike. So 3-1 coming home. And Zach's not happy with that pitch. He already threw the bat down. Just finding that outside part. Painting that corner. And that would be
looked
ball
like
4.
a better pitch than the previous one.
As someone who can see this side better, I would agree. But nonetheless, 8th walk-up tournament for Zach.
Stepping up the plate for the Falcons, number 19, Carew Bates.
Again, I let him do that because he's a lot better than I am. Carew Bates is now at the plate. And he takes ball 1. Flood, the catcher, able to corral that in front of him to keep it from rolling to the backstop and allowing Zach to go second. Remember, Zach has speed, so he could easily move on a pass ball. That one, though, will hit Carew. And first 2 runners are aboard here for your Falcons.
Now batting for the Falcons, number 21, Tyler Hernandez.
So, catcher Tyler Hernandez in his typical position, the 3-hole. And he looks to bunt, but gonna pull that back as that changeup will not find any in the zone. And here comes the Viking coach. Looks like that's probably going to be head coach Wade Newman out to talk to Thomas, who has not been able to find the strike zone here early.
Yeah, so if Tyler's brother, Dylan, gets to play, Dylan's also Carew Bates today. He has Carew's old jersey, number 1, so it says C Bates on the back of his jersey.
Gotcha. Did we just not reuse the Tyler Blues?
Yeah, no, and he normally plays JV, but he's just called up for this week. So he doesn't have his name on the back of the jersey.
Gotcha.
All right, let me mute this for a second. All right, chicken dance break over.
After some words of wisdom, McCaffrey's going to work out of the stretch here behind 1-0 to our catcher. Now Hernandez, beautiful bunt down the third base line. Going to be a tough play for McCaffrey. He's going to fire to first. He'll get the out, but both Zach and Carew move up. And now our first baseman, Charles Flake.
Now batting for the Falcons, number 16, Charles Flake.
So Charles didn't have the best night to remember. He did have an RBI last night, but he was 0 for 2. That first pitch will be in there for a strike. McCaffrey now able to, using those words of wisdom to help him out, finding that strike zone. And Charles gonna get under that and lift it foul. He's quickly behind 0-2 here early. On deck for your Falcons is gonna be number 5, Cooper Revels, the second baseman of today. But Charles 0-2, just nicking that one, getting enough of it. Looked like a changeup there for McCaffrey. Just doing enough was Charles to put that one foul. So the 0-2 pitch is going to be popped over to the right side. Hard play, but the first baseman, Swaney, is going to call everyone off. And just like that, they have 2 outs in the inning.
Stepping up to the plate for the Birds, number 5, Cooper Rebels.
So Coop looking to try to bring his RBI total in this series to above, or this tournament to above 1. He had his first RBI yesterday, or I think it was his second RBI. No, I think it was his first start of the season of the tournament. Either way, off-speed pitch misses low, ball 1. So, Coop ahead 1-0 and rips that one up the middle. That's a base hit. Going to center field, one's going to come. Caru's going to be around third. Throw going to come in, will be cut off by the first baseman. 2-run single for Cooper Revels. And just like that, AC Flora cuts that deficit back to 1.
Now batting for the Falcons, number 2, Rents Best.
That's one way to increase your RBI total. Puts one right back where it came from. And just like that, Flora rebounding here in this one early. Ball's going to be in the dirt. Rince was already, or not Rince, Cooper was already taking off, so he was easily able to stand in second.
It's such a different feel to the game with Cooper delivering there. You know, if he like pops up or something and it's 3-0 and strand 2 runners.
I was getting a bit worried. You know, it's already lined into left field. It's going to be right. Oh no, Johnson's going to let that drop. That's going to allow Cooper to come all the way from second. We're going to see Rins try to take second. He's going to skid there without a throw. An RBI single for Rins. And just like that, we're equalized in 1. But no, I 100% agree, you know. It's interesting times what comes with the late game, getting away from last night.
Yeah.
You know, we have obviously title aspirations. How much do we want to be here right now? And obviously we're showing we want to be here.
Yeah.
It's a very hard mindset to come in after being so close to making the championship. Now the ball's going to be bounced off of Evan's foot. Looks to be okay, though, but it's a dead ball.
Did you see Cooper slide?
That was a phenomenal slide.
So he slid and managed to miss the plate, but like he just, it was like smooth in, and then so he like tapped the plate with his back foot.
Almost a repeat of what happened yesterday or 2 days ago in the airport game. I missed the plate.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
It's a tricky plate at home.
It is, apparently, even though it looks to be very clean.
Yeah.
So Evan wildly misses at that one, and he's behind 0-2. So Evan, the center fielder, wasn't a lot of highlights yesterday for our Falcons, but Evan has a couple of them. He was 2 for 3 yesterday. Unable to score on either of those hits, but he has one. He takes that curveball over to third. Taylor's going to cut that off and fire to first for the 3rd out. But Flora tacks on 3 and equalizes this game. We'll head to the top of the 2nd.
Leading off for the Vikings, number 28, Ryan Kniff.
So we're set to begin the top of the second. Now, we can't see who's in left field, but we're seeing our left fielder, Rince Best. He's now in the pitch. And his first pitch finding that zone for a strike. So I'm not exactly sure who's in left. We think it's Matt Scott. But as of now, we're in the dark because the 9 hole's being DH for. Either way, ball 1. Hank seemed to be our opener. For those who do not know what an opener is, because it's not really used, the only team that really uses it in Major League Baseball is the Rays, is how it kind of became popular. If you use a pitcher, that ball's going to be shot over to first base, and Charles is going to put that out easily. 1 down. But an opener is having a pitcher going around the first inning or two, just to kind of break the ice for all your other relief pitchers. It's kind of the start of a bullpen game.
Number 22, Billy Swanee.
When you don't have a regular starter going, it more just kind of breaks up the game a little bit. So, job of an opener is usually to get through like the first inning or couple without much damage. However, obviously Hank gave up 3 runs, but that's more or less what we're trying to do here.
Yeah, and it's very nearly successful. If we didn't have an error, then
No, if that throw from Carew doesn't pull Charles off the bag, it is a 1-2-3 inning. However, unfortunately, that ball that did pull him off the bag. So now that ball's gonna be popped into foul territory. Looks to be over our heads. And knocks some pine cones down. So, we're seeing Rince now. He's ahead 0-2 here to the Vikings 9-hole hitter, Billy Swaney. That ball's going to be shot down the left field line, but will stay foul. After Swaney, the top of the lineup turns over for the Vikings with David Chandler. He was the person who reached on that error from Carew back in the first. He is also the Vikings center fielder for today. Rince just misses outside. Didn't miss by much, but just enough to draw that first ball. Will be Swaney. So, Rince winding and dealing the 1-2. Fouled over the net again. So here comes the 1-2 again. That finds the zone. Painting those corners light blue and red. Rince Best gets his first strikeout of the evening. Or the morning? Afternoon. What time is it?
it's afternoon. Just afternoon.
Just afternoon. He said he was calling night games, and here we are.
David Chandler.
But he got him looking. Now Rince through the first 2 batters. Top of the lineup. Now up, David Chandler stepping into the box. Again, the center fielder for the Vikings swinging through a first pitch strike there from Rince. Looked to be a changeup, caught him off speed. Working quickly is Rince. That one, though, is going to stay outside. Ball 1. So, count even at 1. That pitch just a little low. Almost caught the knees of Chandler, but umpire called it low. That'll push it to 2-1 the count. We're tied here at 3 after both teams played it a couple across. That ball bounces in there for Rince, and he's now behind 3-1. Again, on deck for the Vikings, Josh Skoronski. There we go. He grounded out as well, but Vikings have a very talented lineup. Going to be a tough out to deal with, especially for this Falcon team. And now we don't see this a lot, so there's not many lefties in the lineups, but we're pulling to the left. That ball is going to be shot foul. And we are filled up here. 3-2, 2 outs. Top of the second inning. So, Rins looking to contain Chandler here. Full count pitch. Just missed by Chandler, fouled that one back. One thing these Viking hitters are doing, they're working the counts to their advantage. They're either putting them in play or fouling these balls off. They don't strike out a lot. They've only striked out twice, though, through the first 9 hitters, but they are foul off a lot of pitches. That ball smacked over to Cooper at second. He's going to pick that up and fire it to first for a third out. 3 up, 3 down go the Vikings. 8, 9, and top of the lineup coming up for your Falcons as we head to the bottom of the second.
Leading off for the Falcons, number 18, Charlie Scott.
So here we are, bottom part of the second set to begin, and the bottom part of this order is due up here for your Falcons. Leading it off will be Charlie Scott, our right fielder. Scott, he's going to take a sidearm strike. Looked to be a little off speed, very slow pitch, probably a changeup. So, you see after we changed our pitcher in the top half of the inning, the Vikings are going to keep in Thomas McCaffrey. We'll see how he does in his second inning of work after gave up. Had 2 outs, but gave up 2 2-out hits. And Charlie's going to jump away from that change up, and we'll run the count to 2-1. But yeah, so Thomas is in his second inning. We're going to see how he does again. Almost got out of that inning last time before Cooper smacked into two RBI single, and then Rins smacked in another or not 2 RBI, but smacked another single for an RBI. So McCaffrey, after kind of lobbing that first pitch over for a strike, is now throwing 3 straight balls here to run the count to 3-1. And that pitch going to be smacked over to Skowronski at short, and he'll fire to first. Quick first out of the inning for the Falcons. So here comes the designated hitter for the Falcons.
Number 7, Roper Winsky.
So this is Roper Winsky.
Is Skowronski the guy that...
Skowronski, yeah.
He's the one that's committed to Kentucky.
Oh, is he?
I can't remember if that's...
We'll look that up during one of the breaks. Yeah, I didn't even know he was Kentucky commit. Doesn't surprise me. Seems like one of their better players, but I'm not exactly sure where. Kentucky's not exactly known as the baseball powerhouse.
He's definitely committed somewhere.
Okay.
Whether it's Kentucky or not, I don't know.
We will try to find that one during the break. I'm sure it's somewhere. I'm sure it's somewhere around that area. Not exactly sure. Still, SEC baseball is where you want to go. Skowronski will be heading there if Kentucky is right. Throw back to McCaffrey, gets away. But no one's on base, doesn't really matter. However, while we've been talking about Skowronski, Roper has worked a 3-0 count here. He's not had to move the bat yet. And that one technically will hit him.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been ball 4 anyway if he jumped out of the way, so whatever works. But Roper now has a 1-out base runner for our Falcons. And top of the order, here we go. However, the head coach for St. John's going to come out and talk to McCaffrey, and that'll be all for him today. Quickly dismissing him back to the dugout. And we're going to see, looks to be a new pitcher come in for St. John's. Not sure who it is yet. Look to be number 1. That's Shane Meyer. I'm sure we'll hear more about him. See, it's set to warm up here. So, new pitcher here for the Vikings, Shane Meyer. Meyer is the sophomore here for St. John's. We did look it up. Josh Skowronski is indeed committed to the University of Kentucky. He graduates this year, so he'll be joining that program probably this summer. That off-speed pitch does not find any part of the plate. It's inside for ball 1. Roper is on first. We'll see if he tries to make an attempt. And there's the first pitch for Meyer that finds the strike zone. Count even at 1 apiece with 1 out here. Score still stands tied at 3s as that curveball just curves back into the strike zone. Looked to be outside, but Flood able to frame that one up well enough to get a call to strike. It may have crossed the zone, but it was really close. So 1-2 here. That one bounces in, gets away from Flood. Roper's gonna head to second. He will be in there standing without a throw. So count even at 2 apiece. Roper now in scoring position over at second. And Zach Sneed taking that one low. Fans aren't happy about that call for the Vikings, but Zach will be fine with it as he fills up the count 3-2 here with 1 out. Meyer deals low, ball 4. Zach's aboard again with another walk.
Stepping out of the plate for the Falcons, number 19, Carew Bates.
So our shortstop's now going to step into the dish here with 1 out and 2 on, top of the second inning. Carew is hit by a pitch in his first at-bat, now looking to bunt here. But Shane throws that one high and away for ball 1. Maybe it was a pitch out there. It looked like it was way high, and it looked like Flo was going to come up firing, but no one made any attempt to move at all, as that slider stays high. Carew is working a 2-0 count here in the second. Is this game 5 innings, or are we playing 7?
I think it's supposed to be 7. It's the first 2 games are supposed to be 5 innings, and then the last 2 7. But this is now the second game.
Yeah.
Although, if the schedule holds where the championship game is 3:30, then this would be a 7-inning game.
Gotcha.
And I'll try to find that out.
Okay. So I was wondering because that will definitely affect, I guess, play here.
Yeah.
In this 3rd place game. Shane now stepping off. He found the zone for a 3-0 count. Keeps Carew in the batter's box. This Carew barely moved after Shane stepped off. Maybe just put his bat down for half a second. But Meyer fires in 3-1. Home plate ump says ball 4, and we're going to load the bases up here with 1 out.
Now batting for the Falcons, number 21, Tyler Hernandez.
So Tyler Hernandez, his last at-bat, he laid down a sacrifice bunt to move Zach and Carew over to scoring position, both of them. Now with the bases loaded, we'll see how that plays out. It looks like, other than the first baseman, they're playing normal position. Hernandez going to ground that into the hole on the right side. That's going to score Roper. Coming around will be Zach. He's going to score without a throw. And a 2 RBI single for Tyler Hernandez. Infield will play in double play depth. Tyler was able to find that gap on the right side of the infield. So we're going to see Lincoln McCardle there, the courtesy runner for Tyler. He rarely runs for himself, and right there does his job. Gets 2 more runs in for Flora, giving us the 5-1 lead, or 5-3 lead in the top of the second. Runner goes from second without a throw, and without that throw, Lincoln wisely taking second.
Yeah. So Carew got an amazing jump.
Phenomenal jump, it looked like.
And then Lincoln was like, "Wait, are we going?"
Yeah, so Carew got the jump, and it looked like Flood was only caring about Carew, and Lincoln just said, "I'll just mosey on over to second." So first pitch strike in there to Charles, but now he has runners in scoring position. That curveball hit the dirt. And the count's even at 1 apiece.
And when Carew broke, like the second baseman and shortstop just held their spots. Like nobody was moving towards second, I don't think. Didn't look like it, but.
Interesting play there. Charles going to sky that one over to the first baseman. Sweeney's going to go back, and it's going to be calling him off. It's going to be Finnif. He'll make that play. And we saw Carew almost try to go home there. Finnif would have had to fire quickly, but Carew ultimately stays. And there's the second out of the inning.
Check that, number 5, Cooper Rebels.
So, deja vu a little bit here. 2 outs. Cooper Revels up with 2 men on base. This time he's going to face Shane Meyer, though. Also with McCaffrey, those last 2 runs coming in, McCaffrey's day is officially done on the stat sheet. Gave up 4 runs. Nice curveball in there. Got Cooper to turn a little bit. But McCaffrey pitches 1 1/3 inning. Gives up 4 runs and a walk and a hit by pitch. Not the outing he was looking for this afternoon. Coop is behind 0-1, and that one squared away from Flood, but not far enough for Carew to take home. So a lot of scoring early in this one. We had 3 in the top of the first from St. John's, and the AC Flora responds with 3 in the bottom half of the inning, and so far in the bottom of the second, we have 2 runs across with Cooper up. But there's still 2 outs here. 1-1 count. Cooper gonna muscle that one foul. Looking to be off the knob of the bat, or the end of the bat, whatever you want to call that. Either way, he fouled it off, and now it's a 1-2 count.
It's the butt of the bat.
The butt of the bat. There you go. See, I played baseball for basically my whole life through high school. I never called it the butt of the bat. No, I never did, believe it or not. Off speed, that was a beautiful off-speed pitch. Did not get Cooper to chase, though, so count even at 2s. No, I never called it the butt of the bat. Usually just call it the end.
Yeah.
Or the knob. I guess it just depends on the person. Either way, 2s here, 2 outs. Cooper watches a low ball 3 go by. And now it's a full count here with 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. Cooper already has 2 RBIs on the day. Shane has only given up 1 run, looking to limit his damage on the mound. He's going to wind and deal. Here comes the full count pitch, and got him swinging, strike 3. Swung through, looked like a changeup, and Shane Meyer limits his damage to only 2 here in the bottom of the second, but AC Flora puts 2 across off the bat of Tyler Hernandez. 5-3 lead. We'll go to the third.
Leading off for the Vikings, number 3, Josh Skoransky.
So the Kentucky commit set to lead it off here for the Vikings in the top of the third inning. Skoransky will head to the University of Kentucky following this baseball season. But for now, he is the leadoff hitter for the Vikings to begin the third. Rince coming in now, looking to do it his second inning of work. I just got to go through the heart of this Vikings order. The 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up. Skowronski takes that one high, ball 1. St. John's, after quickly scoring 3-0, looked like they could run away with this early after putting us in a 2-out situation at the bottom of the inning. They have now trailed 5-3. We'll see how their offense can respond. Skowronski takes that one on the outside out of the edge. Strike 1. And we're seeing again a lot of pool playing here for your Falcons. Both Carew and Cooper both on the right side of the infield as Skowronski swings through a fastball, and he's not behind, but he's now has even the count out at 2s. Rins has a tall task ahead of him, but he knows it. Gonna work out of the stretch as Skowronski will foul that one back into the forestry. Count sits at 2-2. No outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. AC Flora, after being down early 3-0, I just said, now leads it 5-3. And now Skowronski's going to find a hole and will knock that through for a base hit. His first on the evening, or afternoon, whatever it's called.
Yeah, that was good work by Skowronski.
It was.
Like that breaking ball, he held up and hit it where it needed to go.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard shifting good hitters because they will just find the hole wherever it is.
Yeah.
Skowronski did that, so he's aboard for the leadoff single. Here we go. Now Zach Dodson, the left fielder for the Vikings. He's going to call a time here quickly. Rins doesn't even move a muscle. Just sits there waiting for Dodson to come back in. He does, and here we go. First pitch is going to be not low. Strike 1. They're giving him that lower part of the zone today. Seems yesterday was more of an inside pitch. Now it's more of a lower pitch. So Rins ahead 0-1. That changeup's going to find the zone again. Strike 2. Just like that, Zach Dodson's behind 0-2 against Rins. Pitch coming, and Dodson lays off just a bit outside. That's ball 1.
Yeah, Rents needs to remember that just because Skowronski crushed that curveball doesn't mean everyone else is going to do it.
Oh, 100%. Skowronski is a college player, and there's you can see that right there. Rins gets him on a changeup, strike 3. Second punch out of the afternoon. But no, yeah, Skowronski is more than likely the best player on this Viking team today.
Yeah.
But quickly, we're going to see our head coach, Howlett, come out and talk to Rins. I'm not exactly sure why. It'll be interesting to see what he has to say out there.
All right, we'll be back in a second.
We are back after some wise words from our head coach. We're set to begin again. One out here. Dodson went down swinging just a batter ago. Skowronski crushed that ball up the middle for a base knock. There's one on, one out. Bronson Taylor looks at that for a strike. Rins not giving Skowronski much thought at first, but he was taking his time looking over at him. Bronson will step out and now step back in. Rince working out of the stretch here. He's going to miss that one. Ball 1. We had a light breeze here a little earlier. It seemed to have died down. Not much action in the field of play, it looks like, so no help or hindrance from the wind this afternoon at Falcon Field. Rince going to deal home. Runner goes, but Taylor fouls that one off. We'll put Skowronski back at first. After this one, we're starting to see these teams pile in. There'll be the Gators of River Bluff and the Silver Fox, the Dutch Fork in the championship game. As the fans start piling in, but right now, Flora looking to try to take third place. And Bronson calls a late time.
It's a late time, yeah.
It's a late time. We basically, right as his hand went up, we saw Rince about to move. Rince now quickly works back and gets him swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts for Rince. Best. Taylor calls a late time, and Rince says, "All right,
Quick pitches.
right when you step in the box,
We're gonna have a
I'll
pitch and
throw
change.
it." We are. Interesting. Well, after Rince does a phenomenal job relieving Hank,
Trying to see who's coming out of the
strikes
bullpen.
out 3. But his day will be done. Looks like maybe his, I'm not sure what he's looking for now. He does not seem happy about it, but as he chucks his glove in, he will return over to left field, it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, you look good.
But to say, I'd
Throw that many pitches.
sad. He only threw 31. I mean, it wasn't like it was. Now again, I'm not sure how long relieving it is. I'm not sure what they saw. Maybe just a pitching matchup, but
Yeah.
new pitcher for the Falcons coming in. As of now, I really can't tell who that is.
The Shulkin? No.
Yeah, we're more in the dark here right now.
31 maybe?
31,
Who's 31?
is Brian Harrelson, who had the save in the opening game of the series, or not the save, but came in for the last inning, finished off Dreer.
All right, wait, hold on. I'll be right.
So new pitcher for your Falcons, that is Brian Harrelson.
Brian or Ryan?
Huh?
Ryan?
That was Brian.
Wait,
Is it Brian? Is it Ryan? I got told.
are there two Harrelsons?
Hold up. I have Brian on my sheet, but potentially that's wrong.
Wait, hold on. Unless there are two.
It shouldn't be. Huh. I mean, I got the... Hold up.
Ryan. Yeah.
Ryan, okay. I don't know why I
Like,
look.
I think there's just one Ryan Harrelson.
Huh, interesting. Well, Ryan Harrelson comes out and gets that third out of the inning. Maybe I'm just mistaken, but whatever. He comes out. 3 pitches, 1 out. We're going to head bottom of the third inning, leading 5-3.
All right.
So Ryan Harrelson getting that last out of the inning for the Falcons, and he was
Leading out for the
now
Falcons.
person
Number
replaced
2,
coming in.
Smith.
Hey, this might surprise you, but there are things that are wrong on the internet. Every now and then you run into one.
I just copied our roster from some I thought trusted site. I don't remember exactly where it was. Was doing it very late. Rince knocks that one over to second. First pitch he sees. Finnip's gonna throw that one over to first for the first out. So quickly, Meyer,
Now
after
batting
relieving
number
McCaffrey,
29, Evan Smith.
he has his first out of the third. So here comes Evan Smith, 0 for 1 on the afternoon. He's set to take his first crack at Shane Meyer. First crack is indeed is that curveball in there for a strike. Again, Evan was 2 for 3 last night. He is again 0 for 1 tonight, but when one of the most solid hitters for your Falcons this tournament, he's 4 for 9 with RBI. We'll see if he can continue his kind of more of streak today. You know, now he's tournament, he's 4 for 10, so at 400 still is not bad over 3 games played. Or 3 and 3/7. Two 1 count here. Meyer unable to find the zone or even the glove of his catcher Flood on that last pitch. Evan will chop that one foul, and it will go toward the Viking dugout. Count even at 2 apiece. This is the third place game in the Forest Acres Classic here. AC Flora looking to podium position, and Evan will ground that over to third. Quick was Bronson to pick that one up. He fires a little high, but Swanee comes back on the bag for the second out of the inning.
Let's go. Now batting for the Falcons, number 18, Charlie Scott.
So, Charlie Scott, he is now going to enter the box for your Falcons. He was one of the last batters McCaffrey faced, so he has not seen Meyer, as Meyer finds that zone with a beautiful curveball for strike 1. Meyer ahead 0-1, dealing home, but that ball will be low and a little outside. Ball 1. Charlie Scott just going to fight that one foul, as I don't think every single player on that Flora dugout reaching over the fence, but no one could pick it up. It's fine, they don't have their gloves on. They're not in the field yet, so maybe some rush showing. Charlie behind 1 and 2 here. That curveball almost hits Charlie.
I don't know how I missed him.
Yeah, he just got out of the way of that one, but that'll even the count at 2s. So 2-2, 2 outs. Pitch coming from Meyer, gonna eat up Taylor. He's got to make a quick throw over to first. Fire, and just gets Charlie by a step. Taylor bobbles that one, but able to throw out Charlie. And that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down to go to the Falcons. First clean inning for St. John's, but AC Flora leading it 5-3. So 3 innings down, potentially 4 to play. As we're set to begin the 4th inning. Over for St. John's. Looks like number 32, Marshall Workman, getting in some throwing with a catcher. Maybe he's warming up to go into this one. But as of now, Ryan Harrelson, after his 3-pitch inning last inning, in relief, he comes in to go for the Falcons. Sidearm action here. He's quickly ahead, 0-2 on the Viking catcher, Ben Flood. So, Ryan working quickly. 3 pitches, 1 strikeout. Brian Harrelson gets Flood swinging to begin the 4th.
Now batting number 9, Brandon Pershing.
Well, was I wrong on that one?
What?
Oh, no, I was wrong. That was E.J. Lowry who struck out.
Right, yeah,
Lowry struck out.
One.
Oops, excuse me. There we go. It looked like Flood even too a little bit with his blonde mullet. Nonetheless, Brandon Pershing, he's going to now enter the batter's box.
I believe when you refer to a blonde mullet, you're always supposed to say beautiful blonde mullet.
Beautiful blonde. Okay, there. Yeah. See, we're learning. We're learning the language of Forest Acres, South Carolina.
You can't disrespect a blonde mullet.
You cannot. I was not disrespecting it the slightest. It was I never said it was a bad mullet. I just was referring to him as a blonde mullet.
Okay.
That ball missing, and after a solid first 2 batters, Ryan has fallen behind 3-0 to the right fielder for the Vikings. So 3-0 pitch coming, and that sidearm action is going to be low. Ball 4, 4-pitch walk, and they have a base runner for the first time since Josh Skowronski in the 1st inning.
Now batting number 28, Ryan Fineff.
So Ryan Fineff, second baseman, is going to step into the box. He led off the 2nd inning with a ground out to Charles Flake at first. So looking for a bunt here, but he bunts that right back into the mask of Hernandez behind the plate. So 0-1 the count here. Again, Ryan, we've seen him pitch an inning in this tournament. He finished off Dreer back on Monday. Now he looks to be going a little longer than an inning, I'm assuming, against these Vikings. Runner goes. Looks to be a hit and run, but that ball is going to go foul. So Ryan, he's behind the other Ryan, 0-2. Harrelson ahead of Fineff. Fineff asking for time, and finally he's been granted it after about a 2nd or 2 pause from the umpire. Unlike Rintz, though, Harrelson's going to just stay there and not throw immediately. He's going to let Fineff get ready as he fouls that one back, and we'll fight it off. So we'll do it again. 0-2 count here, 1 out. Flora leading at 5-3 against the St. John's Vikings. Fineff asking for time, not granted it, but Harrelson will grant him time in the end as he'll throw over to first to keep Pershing there. So no time was granted to Fineff, but he's going to step back in and try it one more time. Another pickoff attempt at first. Beautiful throw, however. Pershing gets back in safely. Oh, and 2 the count here. Sidearm working. Fouling it back into himself.
Yeah.
So 0-2 count again. Finiff making Ryan work on the mound today. And that one's going to hit him inside. After fighting off about 3 to 4 pitches, Finiff gets hit. Now it's a 2 base runner advantage for St. John's. Over the 9-hole hitter, Billy Swanee. He's going to step into the left-handed batter's box and begin his outing against Harrelson. We'll see how they played this. We saw Finiff try to first pitch bunt last at bat. We'll see if they try something similar here. They do not, as he takes that one outside. After Swanee, the top of the order, set to do up with David Chandler.
I think you may be right. They might have had the bunt call on.
Maybe they did. Oh.
Because the third base coach is not pleased.
Well, to be fair, there was no harm, no foul, because no one did run.
Yeah.
However, maybe they're going over sides with him. He is a lefty, so he'll get out of that box quicker than most. We'll see where he puts that down. The problem is you don't want Zach to kind of charge, because you may need that third, depending on if he misses the bunt. But now he does bunt, but he misses for strike 1. Maybe that bunt call was on. Either way. Doesn't get it down. Runners are forced to stay at the bags. So one's around. 1-1 count, 1 out here. Top of the 4th inning. Pitch in there, strike 2. Beautiful pitch from Harrelson. Freezing Swanee. Swanee looking for some action. They have not scored since the 1st inning. And that one is frozen for strike 3. Fastball caught the inside part of that corner. And just like that, second out of the inning comes up, but top of the order is here for the Vikings.
David Chandler.
Yeah, good pitch inside by Harrelson.
That's his second strikeout of the afternoon and of the inning. But now he's got a very dangerous David Chandler to deal with. He grounded out to the second baseman in his last at-bat. He has not recorded the hit tonight, but he's due. As Harrelson painting the outside corner again. He's doing that pretty well so far tonight. Strike 1 on Chandler. See both runners not being held, getting pretty big leads off their bases. And Ryan almost basically heard me there and steps off to look back. The runner at second. So Ryan going to deliver to the plate, and that just misses. Looked to be around the letters, but outside for ball 1. This is the final game of the tournament for AC Flora in the Forest Acres Classic. As that ball's going to go to second. The Rebels going to toss it over to Carew at short for the 3rd out. So St. John's threatens but cannot put any across. AC Flora still leads at 5-3. We'll go to the bottom. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . go 9-hole hitter, then we'll go to the top.
7, Roper Whiskey.
Roper Whiskey was hit by a pitch, however, it basically was a walk in the end because he got hit by that 4th pitch. We're seeing our head coach talking to some fans before he goes over to the third base dugout. You see Roper giving him a death stare over there. Saying, come on, man, I need you at third. Roper set to begin. Takes that first pitch strike. This is his first time against Meyer. He was the last batter McCaffrey faced in his night. So, Meyer greeting him with a first pitch strike, but then a ball there. And he is now behind. One, roped into center field. Roper Whiskey with a rope into center field. There's the first base hit of the day for Roper. So lineup turns over for the walk machine, Zach Sneed. See, I don't call anyone usually a walk machine, but Zach has 9 walks this tournament.
2 walks, 2 runs today.
Yeah, 2 walks, 2 runs today. Yeah, so
And 9, you said?
yeah, 9 on the tournament. He had 7 coming into today, and now he has 2 today. So Roper, first pitch going. Zach's gonna lift that one into center field. He will come on and make the play, and now go back to first as Roper, but he'll just slide in safely. Scary play for the Falcons. So I think Zach heard me say walk machine. So I'm gonna hit this one this time. But right at center fielder Chandler. And here comes Carew Bates. He also has 2 walks today. One was a hit by pitch, though, and one was an actual walk. And he also has come around to score one of the 2 runs for your Falcons. Shane Meyer's going to greet him with a first pitch curveball for a strike. So this is the second time now around the lineup Meyer's going to go. We're going to see how that affects him. As the top of the Falcon order is now stepping in. Meyer picking off Roper, but no tag was even applied as Roper got back with ease. Just want to note Roper's hit was the second hit allowed tonight by Shane Meyer. And that ball's going to be knocked into right center, base hit. That one will get down, but shallow there, and Pershing will quickly get it in, making Roper stay at second. But again, 2 on, 1 out.
Number 21, Tyler Hernandez.
We've been here before. Tyler Hernandez on with 2 base runners aboard.
He delivered last at bat, right?
He did deliver last at bat. A 2 RBI single up the middle, scoring both Sneed and Roper. We'll see what he does again. Will be pretty hard for a 2 RBI hit today, right now. However, not impossible. So
Carew on first though, so
Yeah.
you hit it in the gap and you could score.
oh, you'll take it off. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's. I'm not gonna bet it.
Yeah.
But Carew is still looking for his first pitch, or Carew was looking for his first hit and he got it last at bat. Now Hernandez looking for his second hit of the evening, or afternoon, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, we'll get it right one of these days.
Sorry.
That's curveball misses low and in, out and away. Ball 1.
It is. Maybe we have a bunch of people in Europe watching.
You never
It's
know.
the evening for them.
Exactly. They want to tune in some AC Flora action here today. That fastball is going to paint the outside part of the zone. Strike 1. So again, 1's across. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, but 2 runners aboard here for the Falcons in the bottom of the 4th. They are threatening again. One. Hernandez going to ground it over to short. On to second for 1. Over to first. That ball's going to bounce in, and Tyler's going to beat it out. But now Roper's going to be caught in between the bag, but they're not going to try to throw it over to third. They'll let him get back. So, that's the second out of the inning for the Falcons, but
number 16, Charles
it moves Roper over to third for Charles Flake, who has not had the day he's been looking for. He's 0 for 2 on the afternoon. And they're checking for the pitch runner, or the courtesy runner over there at first, making sure they got the number in. Pretty sure it's Lincoln again. So Charles will set to dig in, and here we go. 2 outs, 2 on. As Meyer now has reached 41 pitches in his outing, he's going to go pick off at first, but Lincoln he's easily able to slide back in without much of an effort to tag him out. Meyer giving a look over to Roper, but will doe home to Charles as that ball will find the dirt for ball 1. So, 1-0 pitch coming from Shane, and almost hit Charles, but that curveball just gets enough break. It's still a ball though, but just gets enough break to not hit Charles. So, 2-0 pitch here coming from Meyer. Lincoln goes. No throw down to second. Flood will throw a hard throw back to Shane, as McCardle gets a stolen base. Meyer behind 3-0. Out of the stretch he comes and finds the zone, strike 1. It's about to hit 1 o'clock here at the Forest Acres Classic, as AC Flora has 2 on there is 2 on, 2 outs here, looking to try to extend their lead. Flake holds up, but that ball just gonna paint the outside portion of that lower half. And now fill the count up, 3-2, 2 outs for the Falcons. So full count, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th. Shane gonna deal to Charles, and he will foul that one off of Flood. And quickly, Flood's coming out to talk to his pitcher, trying to calm him down a little bit, get him some words of encouragement, I would assume, before he has to deal again to Charles. So quick mound visit from the catcher. Now Meyer quickly sets and set to fire. Charles foul tip into the glove, strike 3. AC Flora is going to leave 2 stranded at the bottom of the 4th inning, but they still lead it 5-3. We'll go to the top of the 5th. And we're back. Here we go, 5th inning. We don't think this is the last inning. However, it very well could be, depending on how they're doing these tournaments.
Coach going out to left field.
I'm not sure what's up with Rins. I want to check on him. Yeah, quick break here before we begin the 5th. I guess they're deem everything okay. Hopefully Rince is okay. Even kind of holds his hands out.
What did I do?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm not sure. For some reason, they've been kind of talking to Rince a lot today.
Number 3, Josh Skoransky.
So Josh Skoransky, he's set to begin the 5th inning. The Kentucky commit is 1 for 2 today. He had a base knock last inning, finding the middle portion of that hole. He was Rince's only blemish on the mound. He worked in 1 2/3 innings with 3 strikeouts and that 1 hit for Skoransky. We're playing him to pull again in the infield. However, the outfield goes more straight up, as Skoransky can't catch up to that one. Strike 1. Harrelson back out again, looking to deal, and that ball's going to be skied into center field. Evans going to get under it and will easily make the routine play for out number 1.
Next, number 13, Zach Dotson.
That's how we begin the 8th inning. Skoransky with a fly to center, but didn't get enough of it to carry it towards the wall. So here we go, 3-hole hitter Zach Dotson. He was one of the strikeout victims of Rince Best in his outing. So he's set to deal against Ryan Harrelson. He's going to put that one into center field. Going back is Evan, but he's not going to be able to get there, as that will find the gap. Dotson's going to get into second for extra bases. And just like that, there's a 1-out base runner for the Vikings. Evan lost his hat while running to try to go pick that one up, as he quickly puts it back on. And now there's trouble brewing here in the 5th. So, 1-out base runner for Bronson Taylor. He already has an RBI on the afternoon. We'll see if that can be increased with this hit. And that one's going to be skied over. Tough play. You're going to see Carew and Rince converge. Carew just calls him off in the last second to make the play for out 2. Right between the shortstop and the left fielder.
Number 4,
Carew just does enough to call off Rince. And now, here's my catcher up, Ben Flood. See, there's the blondish red hairish mullet.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Beautiful.
I think Lowry has a more of a reddish, but they both have basically the exact same haircut, just a little different hair color. But oh, excuse me, the beautiful blonde mullet.
There you go.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Appreciate that.
Of course. Excuse me, the beautiful blonde mullet. So Flood been behind the plate all night. He has a single, and he did come home to score on the Lowry double back in the 1st inning. But he grounded out to first to end the 3rd, and that was actually Ryan's first hitter he had to face. So we're going to see how Flood does in round 2. Ryan Harrelson has suddenly become pretty uncomfortable here. He's now stepped off twice in a row, and we're going to see Coach Hollett.
Oh, he's bringing in Cooper.
So,
No? Or maybe he just wants to talk. Well,
no, I think he is bringing him in. So we've seen another pitching change here for the Falcons, it looks like, as of now. Or maybe not. Maybe because no one's going to get his glove.
huh.
interesting.
Well, nobody. I mean, I don't know if they would put Ryan at second anyway, so they're not. Oh, I guess they're leaving him in.
I mean, I know Grant's not available to pitch, but he's available to play still, right?
What's that?
Is Grant's available to play today, right? Just
Yeah,
not pitch.
he can play. He just can't pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess we probably put Coop in to pitch. I'm assuming we put Grant over at short and move Carew over to second. It's kind of what I'd assume.
Yeah.
So after a quick mound visit, or no, not as quick, you know, we'll see Harrelson look to go to Ben again. Not sure what Harrelson was going on. He was really not. He was not comfortable. It looked like he stepped off twice, just not comfortable with where he was, either in the at-bat or against Flood. We'll see how that pays here. Flood just hits himself with that foul. Looked to be in the forearm. Maybe the chest. He points to that. Either way, he looks to be okay. But that foul will put the count at 1 with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. The third place game between AC Flora and the St. John's Vikings, entertaining as one would hope. 5-3 game. As Harrelson side arming it in there for strike 2. Right side is open, as St. John's points out. And Flood trying to put it there, but it will go foul down the line. We're seeing Cooper really playing close to that bag up the middle, holding Dotson at second. So 1-2 count here for Flood. Harrelson working out of the stretch. Coming home with it. That will stay outside. Good catch from Tyler to keep that in front of him and not let that go to the backstop. 2-2 count here. 2 outs in the 5th. That ball's going to be lifted into center field, but right at Evan Smith. He'll make the play for out number 3. Flora leaves one at second, and they also lead it 5-3. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. So the 5, 6, and 7 hitters are set to be due up in the bottom of the 5th inning for the Falcons. Leading it off is Cooper Revels. He had a 2 RBI single back in the 1st and struck out in the 2nd, but he hasn't been up since. So he's set for his 3rd time around and his 2nd time seeing Shane Meyer. That first pitch comes in for a strike as the sun starts coming down on Falcon Field here. Around 1:15 the time in the 5th inning. Again, after this, the championship game between Dutch Fork and River Bluff. As that curveball finds his own for strike 2. So after McCaffrey's shaky start, Shane Myers really come in and shut it down. 3 hits given up and only 1 earned run. He's holding the Falcons in check. As that breaking ball will miss high, ball 1. Cooper sets, and he's going to take one outside as Meyer kicks up dirt there with that pitch. So 2-2 the count. No outs here, bottom of the 5th inning. And that curveball gonna get through, and that ball from Ben's gonna sail into left field as he overthrows his 3rd baseman. 1 out. Myers' 3rd strikeout of the afternoon comes against Cooper.
Lincoln McCardle.
McCardle getting a hit?
Yeah, Lincoln McCardle. He's going to replace Rins to hit. So, McCardle, he's been used as a courtesy runner throughout this whole tournament. Now he's going to get a chance to go out there and hit in place of Rins. I'm not sure what's going on with Rins. I'm not sure what he's done. They cannot talk to him before the inning. Maybe told him you're just going to hit for the rest. You're not going to hit the rest of the night. I'm not sure. Either way, looks like Lincoln's going to get in that bat here. And he takes that one for a ball. 1-1 the count here. McCardle the junior taking that one out on the outside part of the plate for strike 2, and he's only 5'8", one of the smaller players on this Flora team. There's a lot of people range over 6 foot, 6'1"-ish. McCardle just gets a piece of that and fouling it back into Flood's shin guard. So Meyer's been working so well over the past couple innings. Looking for another punch out here against the Falcon. He struck out the last 2. Looking to do it again against McCardle. But that ball's going to spike into the ground. So count at 2-2 even again. There has not been any scoring since the bottom of the 2nd inning. We are now in the bottom of the 5th. Both teams have been held in check since really that flurry early from both teams. And McCardle gonna rope that one, but right at Swaney for the 2nd out. Tough break there. That ball is on a line. Swaney, though, able to corral that at first.
Up next for the Birds, number 29, Evan Smith.
So Evan Smith set to continue as the wind gust picks up a little bit. Throw my paper down a bleacher step. Oh, good though. Doesn't seem too vibrant out there so far. As that fastball continues on its trajectory down into the dirt for ball 1. So Evan, after a great day yesterday, he's grounded out to the 3rd baseman twice this afternoon. Looking at probably not do the same thing there, but that first pitch gonna paint the inside part of that zone. Strike 1. One and one the count here. Evan takes it, good eye. Inside, he holds up as that curveball doesn't break enough. Meyer down 2-1. Evan, kind of a weak attempt at a swing, kind of tried to held up, but kind of tried to put that ball foul. So, 2-2 count, 2 outs. I feel like we've been here a lot tonight. Meyer up to 63 pitches. He's about to throw his 64th to Evan. And that pitch just misses low. Obviously, that ball missed by a mile, but didn't miss by much.
That was a nice pitch.
But if it didn't miss by a mile, it didn't miss by much.
I think it should be 7, because it's a third place game.
Yeah, 7-inning games as Evan's gonna weakly ground it over to Skorwanski at short. Tough play. Throw's gonna get away from the first baseman Swaney. It's gonna be a dead ball, and Evan will take second off the air. However, I'm not sure it wasn't more of an error on. I don't know. Evan could have beat that out. It was really close. But Evan will now take second and extend this inning to allow Charlie Scott for a chance here. Yeah, here comes the wind. It's picking up just a little bit. The flag moved for the first time all tournament, at least for me has. Those flags have been staying there, stationary, but now the wind going from left to right across the diamond here this afternoon. Well, 2 outs. And now, runner on second. Evan's going to go, hit and run is not effective as Charlie has to foul that one back. So, after that foul, count moves to 0-1. We'll see if there's action again, as he's going to step off, look him back, but there's no cover at second, and Evan doesn't even have to really do much to get back to the bag. Now we see Finnif kind of just letting him know he's there, but he goes back to his normal position quickly. Charlie's going to foul that one up over down the first base line, and now will make the play is Swaney for the third out. So an error does not come to pass for the Falcons. They are held scoreless in the bottom half of the inning, but they lead at 5-3. We'll go to the 6th. So, bullpen game continues for AC Flora. Carter Harrington, a.k.a. Sparky, on the bump for the Falcons as the 6, 7, and 8 hitters come to the plate. E.J. Lowry, with his beautiful red mullet, will come in and is going to punch that one over to second. That's going to drop between all of them. Sparky gets the ball and throws it over to first for the out.
That was the throw and a half. That was...
What a play from Sparky on the mound.
I mean, he threw that fast and couldn't wind up. Like, he had to throw it almost like a catcher. Like, just get it out really quick.
I'm honestly surprised Lowry did not beat that one out. It looked like that ball was perfectly placed in the infield. Either way, though, first out of the game comes off the first pitch from Sparky, or first out of the inning comes off the first pitch from Sparky. And there's one down here for the right fielder, Brian Pershin. He had a 4-pitch walk against Ryan, and that pitch does not find the zone for strike one. So St. John's is the 4th AC Flora pitcher they have had to deal with today. Not really been able to find a groove in the box since really the first inning against Hank, where they put 3 across. Since then, Rince and Ryan have been able to kind of...
Not Brian.
Not Brian. Have been able to shut them down. That's going to go toward the first base gap, but picked over by Cooper for the second out of the inning. So Sparky making quick work of his first 2 Viking hitters. 4 pitches, 2 outs. As now the second baseman, Ryan Finnif. Finnif will step in. He was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. Looking to try to cut this lead down that hasn't been cut down really ever. Again, the Vikings had the early 3-0 advantage. But then AC Flora immediately responded in the bottom of the first with 3 of their own. And then they put 2 across in the bottom of the second. And they've held that 5-3 lead since. Sparky misses on that curveball. So 1-0 against their second baseman. That one is high for ball 2. And I wish they would have heights on their stat sheet for St. John's, because this Finnif is not that tall. His zone is not that big.
Do they have what grade he's in?
Huh?
Do they have the grade, the year?
Yes. Let me see. Finnif is actually only a sophomore.
Sophomore.
Not a freshman. You can't weigh more than 100, like 110, 120 pounds.
Yeah.
It can't be more than that. He takes that one for a strike, though. He has not found a hit, though, today. And he takes this strike and throws the bat. He has to go pick that one back up. Looked like a strike from my end. However, my depth perception, again, is not exactly ideal from the spot I'm sitting. Quickly, though, 3-2, 2 outs here for Sparky. And that one's going to be lined over second for a base hit. Finnif finds some grass. That is his first hit of the afternoon. So there's a 2-out base runner with Billy Swaney, the 9-hole hitter.
Billy Swaney.
Swaney has been strikeout victims both times, one by Rince and the other one by Ryan. So now he's set to go against Sparky, and that first pitch grounded over to Cooper at second, easily scooping that one up and making the throw. Only 11 pitches for Sparky in that inning. Gets out of it. 4 up, 3 down. Falcons lead it 5-3. Here we go, bottom of the 6th inning, and I do love saying I was not wrong. It is evening for someone. We have a viewer from Europe.
Yeah, so Lincoln McCardle's sister is watching in Italy.
So, exactly. See, it is evening for her. That's all I need to know. I am not wrong. But, no, in all seriousness, you got Roper Wensky to lead it off, the 9-hole hitter.
Hello to Lucy.
Oh, yes, hello. I did not know her first name, so I did not say it. But now I know it's Lucy McCardle, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Barring. Here we go. So, then, of course, she is showing her support all the way across the country, or all the way across the world. So, I'm assuming most other viewers, though, are around the Forest Acres area. But
I mean, well, I know there are people up in Maryland watching this.
oh, yep. There you go.
St. John's.
And Roper was hit. Was behind 0-2. Gets hit. Now a leadoff base runner. Also, new pitcher for the St. John's Vikings. As I don't think anyone on our team is going to complain. Shane Myers was having a great outing, but after 3 2/3 innings, he will leave for Tommy Ayers. Tommy is the junior, yeah, for St. John's. As he meets Zach Sneed with a strike. So, Zach, 2 walks and a line out tonight. It's tonight for Lucy McCardle, not tonight for us.
Yes.
That ball bounces in. Roper will take second on the 60-foot fastball we already talked about. Tommy was a little erratic in his warm-ups, and that time he spikes another one. But it'll even the count at 1 apiece.
It looks really tricky coming out of his hand, though.
It looks like more gyro movement a little bit.
Yeah.
Which is how that ball tails a little bit.
I don't know if it's like a position player. It's on like the same.
Quick words of wisdom from Ben Flood. He'll go back and get in his position, get ready to deal to Zach Sneed. This is the first lefty on the mound that we've seen today. And there's a strike from Ayers, even in the count at 2s. Ayers shaking off Ben. Nods, and now he finds it. He'll work out of the stretch, coming home. Outside, ball 3, fill her up. It's a familiar spot for our leadoff hitter, Sneed.
3 balls.
3 balls, 2 strikes. This is where he makes his home. He's done it 9 times this tournament. He's got 2 strikes on him, though, this time. And he watches that one go. Ball 4 for the 3rd time today. Zach Sneed has walked. I'm assuming he leads the team in walks, however, I'm not sure.
He does. I was just going to say,
For the Birds, number 19, Carew Base.
I don't remember the exact numbers, but he was like in double digits in walks, like way ahead of everyone else on the team. I'm not sure where he is now.
He now has double digits in walks in this tournament.
Yes.
That's 10 on the tournament. As we see Ayers, now in his head is Roper Wensky as he stepped off, but there's not even a cover at second for Skowronski or Finnif. Now a bunt from Carew. Did not find the bat. Strike 1. Carew is 1 for 1 with a hit and a walk and a hit by pitch. Interesting stat line. That ball was a 40-foot pitch for strike 1, or ball 1. Ooh, it's early. You know, I woke up right before I came here. I got told this got moved up, and I was like, oh, I gotta head over to the field as quickly as I possibly can. And I got here, so.
Yeah, you made it before the first pitch.
I did. Haven't done that a lot. Nice bunt from Carew down the third base line. Tough play for Ayers to make, and he slips. That'll make everyone safe. So, big opportunity for the Falcons here in the 6th inning. Tyler Hernandez has the bases loaded with no outs. Harris has been erratic at best, we've said tonight, or today. So we'll see how he can deal to our 3-hole hitter. He has those 2 RBIs that have given us the 2-run lead we have now back in the second. That's the difference maker. Looking to extend that lead and give some insurance to the outfield and infield and pitcher for our team, as that ball is going to find the zone, strike 1.
Yeah, Hernandez is who we want up as much as anyone at this point.
Exactly. This is the heart of our order, and Hernandez has had a phenomenal day, looking to make it even better. That ball just missing outside. Does not find the zone. Again, there's action over behind the Vikings dugout. Again, number 32, Marshall Workman. He's been throwing for a while.
Yeah, so they're pinch running for Carew because Carew's got to go warm up.
Yeah, so I didn't want to leak the script, but yes, Carew. We were told before last inning that Carew was going to pitch the 7th if all went well. However, did not want to jinx us. Yeah. Seems like he's now going to go warm up. And now Chapman West, the courtesy runner, will come in to take over for Carew at first. 2-1 though to Hernandez, and that ball does not find it. 3-1 here, in danger of walking home a run.
My guess is that might be the first time that Carew's been pinch run for in his career.
Not a bad guess. 3-1, and that ball will get away. Doesn't matter though. Everyone will move up a base, and Roper will come home with the 6th run of the game.
Yeah, no, but it's probably the first time he's ever been pinch run for.
So, Flora gets an insurance run.
Number 16, Charles Blake.
First time any team has scored since the bottom of the 2nd inning. Harris has really not been able to find his footing here in this one. Now he deals with bases loaded with Charles Flake at the plate.
I think Harris is pinch running for, or courtesy runner for Tyler.
Yeah, I'm assuming when we put McCardle in to hit for Rins, we took him out as Rins went back into the field, and barring I didn't see him change. So, assuming his afternoon is done. 1-0 though, Flake takes a breaking ball around the letters for ball 2. .2-0 count here. Bases are juiced in the bottom of the 6th inning as Flake watches that change up find the zone for strike 1. So Flake has been 0 for 3 tonight. Really needing to change kind of his fortune. As that ball, again, missed by a mile, but didn't miss by much. Yeah. Obviously it was tons, almost hit him, but if it happened to have been called a strike, I wouldn't have been surprised.
Yeah.
3-1, and Flake gonna put a ride into that one in the left field. Dotson goes back, but he'll come in and make the play. No tag from Snead as that throw was fired in. Sacrifice fly not deep enough. And that's how the first out of the 6th inning for the Vikings comes.
Now batting for the Falcons, number 5, Cooper Rebel.
So, Cooper already has 2 RBIs on his day, looking to make it more. However, he has struck out the last 2 times he's been up. So a little turn of fates here the last couple batters. However, that ball is spiked into the dirt. It will go down the 3rd base line and will make Zach Holt up over at 3rd.
The way the ball comes off of Ayers' hand, it almost looks like everything's a circle change.
He has a little gyro action, I guess, from his pitches. I'm not sure what exactly he's throwing. That pitch, though, A change up, and it got Revels to swing over it. Strike one. So count even at one apiece. One out here, bottom of the sixth inning. Bases are loaded, and that ball hits Cooper and will bring home another run for your Falcons. And now here comes a pitching change. Ayers could never find that zone all afternoon. Will come in and we will see a new pitcher for the Vikings. We'll let you know who that is when we come back.
Oh wait, they quieted the music. I turned off our music. Okay, it's gone.
Awesome. So yeah, new pitcher Marshall Workman. I've been talking. He's been warming up for a while. Finally gave him the ball on the bump, but he inherits a very sticky situation here. Bases loaded, one out. And now here we go. Lincoln McCardle, aka Lucy's brother, is up at the plate. I guess he may have come in for rinse actually. I didn't see the change over in left field. It happened so quickly. He takes that first pitch for a strike. But Flora, Ayers walked home 2 runs in there. So we now have a 7-3 lead in the bottom half of this inning. And McCardle will fly that one foul. And now he's behind 0-2, and Workman's working quickly. Workman trying to work out of this jam he was thrown into in the 6th. Ayers was only able to get 1 out in his outing. And Workman's first curveball does not find the zone. Ball 1. So Lincoln behind 1-2. Gonna put that fastball into left field, but right at Dodson. Dodson's gonna make the play and will fire in. Chapman
an arm.
Not able to go, and yeah, Dodson has a cannon, it seems, out there. That is how the second out will come. So, there's a path out of this inning for the Vikings, and it comes through Evan Smith. Evan is 0 for 3 today. He reached on the air in his last at-bat. but he's been a very pool hitter so far this afternoon. Workman deals and throws it behind him. However, that ball's going to go right back to Flood. No advancement from anybody. So, Marshall Workman, he's behind 0-1 here against our center fielder. And he throws that one high, 2-0 quickly. Marshall gonna come home and deal. That changeup finds the zone, strike one. St. John's, they have not scored since the first inning, and they're trying to limit a 2-run sixth. As that ball skied over on the left side of the infield. Taylor's gonna go into foul ground, and he'll have to come back and barely make the play. That ball was going the left side and then drifted back into fair territory. But Taylor's able to make the play. 2 runs come across for AC Flora. They open the lead up to 4. We're gonna head to the 7th, where we're gonna see Carew Bates.
Now batting number 19, David Chandler.
Here we go. Top of the order is set up for the Vikings, and their final 3 outs are on the line. Here we go. The 5th AC Flora pitcher of the afternoon, Carew Bates.
That's pretty good.
I'm doing my best. Set to begin his outing, and first pitch on the outside corner for a strike to David Chandler.
85.
Yes.
I've never seen how fast Carew can throw.
Well, 85 is your answer. He's going to try to finish this one off for the Falcons. They have a 4-run lead here to try to protect. They're trying to finish off what would be a 5-pitcher combination of giving up only, well, we'll wait for the runs because obviously there's a whole inning left to play here. And a lot of baseball left, including David Chandler, the center fielder, at the plate. Carew is behind 2-1 here to the Vikings leadoff hitter. He gets him swinging and fouling that back in. Chandler, the only time he reaches on an error back in the first, and he's grounded out twice to the second baseman in his last 2 at-bats. We'll see if he can reverse his fortune and not ground out over to Cooper or do anything else. 2-2 from Carew and a strike 3 swinging.
86.
Fastball down in the zone. Chandler couldn't catch up to it. 1 down here in the 7th. And now a pitch hitter. They're taking Skoronitsky.
What?
Skoronitsky out.
12,
Oh, wow.
Wyatt Stager.
So Wyatt Stages, it seems, or Stager, excuse me. He is going to set to try to take the ball, or take the bat for the Kentucky commit. And he will hit in his place here in the 7th. Interesting decision here, and it also looks like another pitch hitter is on deck as well for the Vikings against Carew. Not exactly sure the managerial decision here. It's not like they're completely out of it. They only need 4. However, they haven't done much today.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure I completely understand the managerial decision here. Either way, Wyatt, the freshman here for the Vikings, is now behind 0-2 as that fastball, 86, is just coming in with some heat. 1-2 count here. Carew bounces that one in again. Ball 2. So Stager, again replacing the Kentucky commit. The Kentucky commit, Skoronitsky, he was 1 for 3. He's having a decent outing, but decided to go with the freshman here, Stager, who has now filled the count up full against Bates.
Yeah. I mean, everyone made the trip down from Maryland, so you try to get as many people at bats as you can.
Yeah, trying to get some freshmen some valuable at bats here in the Forest Acres Classic. Full count pitch coming. Slice down the line and foul. So Flora, again, after a rough outing yesterday against Dutch Fork, they have kind of bounced back. Their offense has come alive in some spurts. They put 7 across. And strike 3 looking inside corner. Got him to watch that one go. And Carew has back-to-back strikeouts.
Now batting number 17, Grady Garoffa.
So number 17, that is Grady Garoffa. Another freshman here for this Viking team. Garoffa will watch that one hit home plate for ball 1. Carew, back-to-back strikeouts, looking to put away this game. That ball will find the dirt again for ball 2. On deck, it seems to be another pitch hitter for the Vikings. That's Garrett Brady on deck, and a hit for Bronson Taylor. If it gets that far, though. Right now, Garoffa, he's hitting for Dotson. And that ball is low, 3-0. So After back-to-back strikeouts, Carew has not been able to find the strike zone in this at-bat. And he has a 4-pitch walk to Grady Garaffa.
Now batting number 2, Garrett Brady.
So, another smaller kid here for the Vikings. Another sophomore, it looks like, number 2, Garrett Brady. He's going to step into the box to try to take on Carew, who has now thrown his 5th straight ball there. So Carew has kind of lost the zone a little bit. We'll see if he can find it right here. He has 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Is that ball low and away? Now a quick talk from Hernandez, going to go try to calm down his pitcher, who is losing the zone here. Not in the way we want to end this one. Still, though, it's a 4-run lead for the Falcons here in the 7th. With the sophomore Brady at the plate. Carew looking back the runner at first, and he'll deal home for ball 3. Carew really needs to find that zone here, get back in that groove he found in the first 2 batters of the inning. There it is. That's a beautiful off-speed pitch for a strike. Took some off of it just to get it over the zone, and he did. Now the 3-1, strike 2. Brady not happy with that one. And now, full count, 2 outs, and the Vikings are down to their final strike of this one. Runner on first in motion, and he watches it go by. Strike 3. Carew strikes out 3 to end this one, and AC Flora will take 3rd in the Forest Acres Classic via score 7-3.
Our final score, AC Flora 7, St. John's 3. After the post-game handshake with the players and coaches, please line up on your respective baselines for the award ceremony.
So, 5 pitchers come up in floor for this one. It's a combination of Hank Collins, Rince Best, Ryan Harrelson, Carter Harrington, and Carew Bates combined for 6 hits and 3 earned runs as the Falcons' bats come alive after a rough outing yesterday, and they'll take this one.
Awesome, all right, good game. They're gonna have the all academic and then all tournament announcements. Like each team will have 1 player on either.
Gotcha.
So who do you think from Flora?
If I had to guess, it's probably one of Ty. I didn't see him game 1, but I'm assuming it's one of the only. I would say Grant because of his pitching, but he only pitched a game.
Yeah, that's really good.
He had a phenomenal 13 strikeouts over 6 innings is absolutely insane. So if I had to do my best guess and show my baseball knowledge, the limited amount I have, I'm assuming it's probably going to be either Tyler.
Yeah. And what's Tyler at for the tournament?
So going into today, he was 2 for 7 with an RBI and 5 walks. And today, he had a sacrifice bunt, single, ground to a fielder's choice, and had a walk-in. So he had 3 RBIs today. Yeah. So it may be Tyler. If it's not Tyler, I'm going to probably assume, and honestly, maybe Evan. Going into today, he was 4 for 9. How he didn't have the best day. He was 0 for 4 today. So
all academic.
We'll listen to watch.
Chandler.
So David Chandler gets the all-academic nod for St. John's. And they're all tournament, I'm assuming it's going to be Josh Skowronski.
All tournament, Josh Skowronski.
Shocker.
That was an easy pick.
Hey, I'm currently 1 for 1.
He hit a grand slam a couple days ago.
I don't know our academics. We'll have to guess our academics, but
For AC Flora, all academic, Carew Bates.
there's Carew. So I'm going to make my final prediction. I'll lock it in. I'm going to say we'll go Tyler. Who do you got?
I think Tyler. I mean,
And all attorney,
Grant's-
Grant Logan.
yeah,
No, it's Grant.
Grant's fishing.
It's just I didn't know if they give it to him for only one game, but one game was enough
It
apparently.
has been a great week of baseball. The City of Forest Acres and AC Flora High School would like to thank you for participating in this year's Forest Acres Baseball Classic. We hope that the remainder of your season goes well. Safe travels.
So St. John's will head back up to Maryland, and River Bluff and Dutch Fork are set to begin our championship game here.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for to the people with St. John's for watching up in Maryland. It was a fun team to watch.
It was.
Yeah, all this baseball's been really competitive down here this week.
You know, thank you for making the drive down here. I know it was not the most fun to make, but we appreciate you coming.
Yeah. Although the people that made it, like they were greeted with some really nice weather. So
Well, they were. I mean,
and some good baseball.
A lot better weather than Maryland.
Yeah.
Calling it all attorney for River Bluff is going to go to Bell Hall.
Yeah. All right. So that's the end of this game. AC Flora wins 7-3 over St. John's. Championship game will be up next. The Hammond Airport game will follow that. But we'll see you on the next stream.